When it comes to children with cancer, it can be hard to bring you good news. Well, tonight we can. A child who was so sick, doctors feared she would not make her first birthday. Today at 2, Ellie CATERJIAN is the picture of health, cured by a radical, personalised Australian treatment program that is simply world-class.
Ellie CATERJIAN turned 2 yesterday, a little ball of energy. It's hard to believe that just a year ago she was as close to death as it gets.
It felt like your world just spun off the axis. It was something that you could never, you don't ever think about, that this could happen to your only child.
Sydney Children's Hospital found a tumour the size of football in Ellie's chest, so large it was pushing her heart and lungs to one side. Within a day, she was on life support.
They basically told us by day 2, you might lose her tonight. There were tears. We were just numb. We were numb. We could not believe it at all.
Ellie's tumour was aggressive and resistant to chemotherapy, so she was immediately enrolled in the Zero Childhood Cancer program. Using a highly targeted approach, the team precisely identified the exact genetic makeup of her cancer and what was driving it, and then tested it against a suite of drugs, both proven and experimental from around the world.
The aim is to identify the precise drug or drugs that have the greatest likelihood of being effective against each individual child's cancer.
What will work for one child and their cancer may not work for another. In Ellie's case, a jackpot, a new drug from the US.
It wasn't even a toxic intravenous drug. It was a syrup like Panadol. And she got that drug and it went straight to where it needed to go. It shrunk that tumour down in her chest.
Within a few weeks, these desperate parents saw changes they could only hope for.
She said mama for the first time. So it was just a blessing that day.
When you look at the numbers around childhood cancers right now, it's nothing short of heartbreaking. 1 in 5 diagnosed with an aggressive cancer will die from their disease. 2/3 will not see their next birthday. And right now, that means 3 children and adolescents dying every week. This clinical trial opened for all Australian children last September. In 3 years, it plans to treat 400 children, those with high-risk cancers where there's a less than 30% chance of survival.
It's absolutely remarkable, but I do believe it's the way of the future.
And on this Father's Day,
I've got my girl, got my family. That's all that matters to me. That best Father's Day gift I could get.
the Zero Childhood Cancer program works to a tight timetable, aiming to provide treatment within 9 weeks. In a world where the word miracle is often thrown around too easily,
tick-tock, my little clock.
Tick-tock.
Thanks to a true medical miracle, time is back on this family's side. EDDY, MEYER, 9 News.
Oh, yes.
That is a good news story.